Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today, look at this. I'm in the house with the Ray Laconico Jasmine Custom knife here with me for a review. We're gonna analyze the look, the sound, the feel of this fella here. But first of all, I need to say a huge shout out to Alliance Designs for sending this guy along, and of course this guy along, so I am able to share my impressions with you. By the way, stay tuned for the upcoming comparison between these two fellas. But here we are with a custom, which is measuring a little bit over 3 inches for the cutting edge on the blade and a little bit over 4 inches for the overall length of the handle, but the overall length actually is going to be 7.25 inches. So let's go ahead and do a quick size comparison with a couple Benchmates here. You get to see the mini bug out and the full size bug out, and the Jasmine is a little bit smaller than the bug out. So that tells you a story of a small knife. For example, here Spyderco, here you get Para 3 and Paramilitary 2. And we are pretty much in the same realm of the Para 3 with a much better handle to blade ratio, by the way. Chris Reeve knives, large in cozy and small Sebenza 21, for example. Still, Jasmine a little bit bigger than the small, so we are in the smaller range, but definitely smaller than the large and cozy. Let me show you a couple options from Holt Blade Works. Here you get to see the haptic and the Spectre in the Prestige configuration, and you're gonna see that the Jasmine is pretty, just a tad smaller than the haptic, which is not a big knife. Something full size right over here. I've got the Chicago Custom Division F5 Silk and Custom Division NL Neon to show you that, yeah, we are a little bit smaller than the Neon, but definitely smaller than the F5, which is a full-size knife. So guys, here we got a custom knife made by Ray Laconico in California. This guy is gonna set you off $1,100, something in that realm for this titanium frame lock. Look and see the material, the craftsmanship, it's there. I'm not a fan of holes in the handle, but still this guy is quite attractive, I have to say, because of the overall lines are pretty elegant, therefore I'm digging them. I was saying titanium frame lock, nice chamfering going on. You get rounded off holes, edges right over here. You see there's not really any sharpness going on. Titanium blue anodized pivot collars. You have this wheel marks going on, kind of like eggshell pattern on both sides, of course, of the scales, with this shimmering anodization going on. You have, of course, titanium scales with some chamfering on the outside and a little bit on the inside. No internal skeletonization for the lock bar. Of course, you have, let's say, full-on skeletonization on the show side because of these holes. The finger groove over here is pretty sinuous and elegant and soft, and it just feels good in the hand. You have a nice touch with this dark tie backspacer, which is floating, as you can see, with 4 washers, and you get a dark tie pocket clip, tip-up carry only. Look at that detail right there. Dark tie is just a phenomenal material and looks amazing. It's really good. So the backspacer is contributing to the safety of the tip, which is, by the way, absolutely dead center, as you can see from this perspective right over here. Look at that, beautiful. It's also like the construction is pretty straightforward. You get 2 screws for the handle, 1 screw for the pivot, and you're done. Like if you want to take this guy apart, which I'm not going to do because there's nothing wrong with it, and also it's not mine, so I'm not doing any disassembly video for this one. But you can also, I think I made some Alliance Design, I think I made another Jasmine production, I'm not sure, guys. Check it out. You can use the search function in the channel to look up for any knives that I might have reviewed. So also here we don't have any stainless steel lock face insert, but the geometry is so good that I don't feel any lock stick to this action Right over here, we're pretty much good to go. Also, there's no lock bar stabilizer, so keep that in mind. You can overextend the lock bar. You're gonna get the pocket clip just, you know, blocking a little bit that action, but still, you don't have an actual lock bar stabilizer. You do have an external lock bar relief cut right over here, and I believe that is a ceramic detent ball, but there is no detent ball ramp, as you can hear from that sound. The pocket clip is tip-up carry only. It's not reversible, nicely finished. The ramp is a little bit, you see, I mean, it's not perfect, but still it's pretty functional in and out of the pocket. It's gonna work. And this much knife, pretty much, as you can see, this much knife is going to be sticking out from your pocket, so you're going to show that part. Also, the blade is a CPM 154 steel hand rub. Look at this hand rub. Look at this satin finish for this flat grind. Ray Laconico markings on the spine. It tells you that that is a custom. If you want to differentiate from a production, you have just Laconico written on top of that, so that's going to be the main giveaway for the origin of the knife. So Ray R.Laconico is the custom, Laconico is the production. You have no jimping on this blade, and actually kind of, it's not even like any chamfering, I would say. It's not sharp, but still. Then you have a little bit of an even grind for the bevel. In fact, as you can see, it's widened up at the tip and then thins down and widens up a little bit more, like up to the heel. Right over here. This is kind of like, it's a sharpening choil, of course, but kind of like a finger choil, but there's no chamfering, and the blade is just sharp up to the end, so just be careful. You get a set of thumb studs, which are titanium anodized and nicely rounded off for a pretty cool and comfy deployment like that. Flat grind, sterile looking blade on both sides. You can access I believe the thumb stud from this hole right there, overall it's a nicely designed blade. Shape, let's check this stock thickness, which is going to be 0.15 inches, and behind the edge, kind of like here, 0.016, so nice slicer, flat grind, pretty cool hand rub finish for this CPM 154 steel. The sound also, it's snappy. When you close it, it's tinky but not loud, and not loud when you open it, and kind of like high-pitched. It's nothing special, I mean, but it's pleasant. It's probably maybe too high-pitched, the opening, but the closing, I like it. Also, let's check the weight, because this fella is not going to be too heavy in the pocket because of the skeletonization going on. I think it's going to be 3.6 ounces, so not too shabby. Also, I don't really feel any hot spots in the hand, no sharp edges. The lock bar is easy enough to access and disengage because you have milled out areas on both these scales. I wouldn't I kind of do the reverse grip, but yeah, not ideal. It's kind of like a tiny knife for my hands, but for sure these holes are contributing to get a little bit more grippiness to the hand, less slippery because of the hole, so that's a good thing. Also, the texturing of these scales is gonna minimally contribute to the to reduce slipperiness from this handle. Also, another thing I wanted to say is the fit and finish of this fella is just spot on. I mean, check out like this angle over here. You see that this is perfectly flush, nothing is sticking out, everything is aligned properly in this piece. Nothing to say, no worries, guys. It's well put together, and you don't have blade play. This thing is rock solid, and you don't have any finger soreness from the deployment using the thumb stud because these are nicely rounded off, so I really like it. I believe this guy is running on, I don't know, because I will never open this guy because I don't wanna. Let me know if I don't know, guys. like for this feels like kind of like it's running on bearings, but not really sure. Let me know if you know, because I'm not gonna open this fella. But what I can tell you is that the deployment is fast and pleasant. You have to wiggle to get the blade into the handle, but it's not a big deal. You can do it. No detent bar ramp. You get the hard step right over here, but detent is just nicely dialed in, and you get this nice magnetic effect for like the detent suction kind of deal when you close the knife. So I mean, overall this is a pretty cool knife, guys. It's employing nice materials. I love the dark tie for the clip and the spacer, beautifully rounded off thumb stud, nice sounds, ergos is spot on, and fit and finish is just pretty cool. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.